Hello everybody, we're on my videos. Today we're playing Amiga today. See on screen, a tremendous game. This is a Life and Death. Apologies about the green screen. It's a good game, very good game. Copyright 1988, the software ToolWorks. This is a game which I have played quite a lot, and of course I have done previous videos quite some time ago. Very, very difficult to try and cure people, but yeah, I've not played it for a while, but over the last few days or so I have played it quite a bit to try and get better at the game and hopefully try and cure some people. Never actually technically cured anyone in this game before, but it's a good game. Life and Death is the world's first interactive medical movie. If you play it, you will have the terrifying responsibility of holding a human life in your hands as you cut through into living flesh. In this awesome recreation of the tension-filled atmosphere of the bustling medical centre, you become a powerful surgeon. And that's what I hope you're going to try and achieve today. Cure people. So anyway, Life and Death on Amiga. Let's go. Okay, so the game's Life and Death, a medical simulation game released by Software ToolWorks for MS-DOS PCs Mac in 1988, with ports to Amiga, Atari ST, Apple II GS following later. You must diagnose, treat and operate on patients and is generally known for its painstaking realism in surgery and overall difficulty. Right, we're going to sign in, the easiest bit of the game. Right, there we go. Nice to meet you, Jamie. Welcome aboard. So first we've got to go to medical school. Let's click on the door. Welcome to ToolWorks General Hospital. You're currently in the classroom. Whenever the Chief of Surgery feels you need schooling, you've been instructed to come here. When you have finished reading the blackboard, click on the board. The instructor will then put up the next lesson. If you need to reread a lesson, click on the mouse at the very top of the blackboard. While making your rounds at ToolWorks General, use your mouse to enter and exit rooms by clicking on the doors. To leave the hospital, exit through the door at the far end of the hall. While you're in the hospital, you may request the hospital policies and guidelines clipboard by clicking on the intercom. Use the clipboard to set your perimeters, and you may not request the clipboard during surgery. No, you technically should know what you're doing. To exit the classroom, click on the door behind the instructor with your mouse pointer. This concludes class for now. Thank you for attending. Okay, let's commence. So we have a patient in room 1. There's a second room on your left. So basically, each patient will have a clipboard at the base of the bed. Click on the clipboard and find out what's wrong with them. Patient is a 65-year-old male. The patient was admitted complaining of acute abdominal pain, generalised weakness and dizziness. So basically, we've got 6 decisions. Observe, medicate, operate, x-ray, ultrascan or refer. But yes, if you made a mistake, you get it told off. If you kill someone, you're going to be told off. But of course, we don't want to kill anyone today. But what we need to do now is basically find out where the pain actually is.
Ow, ow.
So we've got pain in the bottom right area.
Ow, 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 ow.
Right, so the whole entire bottom area is a pain. So we are going to take an x-ray. So you click on the box, sign the box, and click outside the box. So we have these here. So what I'm looking for is possible kidney stones. But yes, if you make a mistake, if you give them an x-ray which is not needed, yes, you're going to be told off. But it's not so much of a bad thing. We are going to refer, I think. Well done. The patient was suffering from kidney stones, and your recommendation to refer the patient to a specialist was correct. Right, so far so good. But it's randomised every single time. Right, this game, you do also need a manual. Lucky I've got one. Dr. Chen called you from ER on line 4. So we click on the intercom. Okay, so that's where this comes into play. So we select Chen, we select ER, and we select line 4, which is 2864. 8, 6, and 4. Can't make it tonight. How about tomorrow at 7? Okay. Right, next, we have a patient in room 3, the last room on the right. Hello. Patient is a 35-year-old female. The patient is suffering from abdominal pain accompanied by flu-like symptoms such as nausea, generalised weakness and dizziness. So again, you know the drill. But basically, yes, if you make a mistake in this game, you have to go to medical school and it'll basically tell you what you did wrong.
Ow.
So sometimes making mistakes can help towards getting better at this game.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
So got pain
Ow. Ow.
there,
Ow.
there,
Ow.
there,
Ow.
and there. Basically
Ow.
everywhere. apart from the middle. See, that's not going to be kidney stones if it's everywhere. I don't think so. I think that's going to be Medicate. Congratulations, the patient was suffering from a bacterial infection and your recommendation to administer antibiotics was correct. Okay, there's a patient in room 4, the second door on your right. Second door on your right. Patient is a 47-year-old male. The patient was admitted complaining of acute abdominal pain, generalized weakness and dizziness. Let's have a look. Where is your pain? No problems there. Fine there. Okay there. No problems there.
Ow.
Pain is here. No pain here.
Ow. Ow.
Right. Let's have a look at our options. X-ray. Right, no kidney stones. So I'm going to operate. Right, superb. Right, so what we're going to do first, everyone is waiting in the theatre doctor. Right, first we're going to go to the staff room. We're going to select the doctors we require. So basically we're going to click on the clipboard. Yes, thank you very much. We are going to keep K. Shepherd, but I'm also going to select G. Danielson. As much surgical help as possible, but you can only accept 2 per time. We'll go with that. And now we're going to head over to surgery and hopefully cure somebody. That's the plan anyway. Okay, please insert Life and Death volume, disc 2. Okay, Life and Death, Operation 1, the Appendectomy. Good luck. Right, so of course this is a game you don't want to be making any mistakes. You can't make any mistakes in a situation like this. So once again I have my assistants with me, just to make sure I do everything correctly. So, first thing we must do is of course, we need to turn on the gas.
The patient has been anaesthetised, doctor.
Thank you, David. Right, David is helping me. So yes, we must of course clean our hands, wear gloves.
Okay,
very
doctor,
important. Yes.
you've got your gloves on.
What is also very important is we need to drape the patient. And hopefully this patient's not going to die today.
You have
Hopefully
successfully draped the side,
We are
doctor.
now going to clean the entire area. And it has to be everywhere. Every area must be covered. Because we don't want anything to go wrong here. It shouldn't do, hopefully. But then this is a game which I've played quite a bit. It's taken me quite some time to cure my first patients. Whoever has your phone in the surgery room, please turn it off. We try to keep things professional around here. Okay, so we must, of course, have blood. We need blood. Very, very important we have blood in there.
Doctor, your blood transfusion has been successful.
Right, so we're now going to give this patient some antibiotics. So give some antibiotics. There we go. Fantastic.
You have injected
we are
the
now
patient
ready to
with
rock and
antibiotics,
roll.
doctor. That should help prevent infection.
So we get our scalpel. Yes, we're going to make a cut from the top left to the bottom right. Now you've got to get it absolutely perfect, or as perfect as it can be. Right, that looks good. Now we're going to get some bleeders. So for the bleeders, we're going to use forceps. We're going to need quite a lot of forceps today. So we're going to apply a forceps to each of those bleeders.
Looks good, doctor. You've clamped that bleeder.
Thank you. We must stop
Looks good,
these
doctor.
bleeders.
You've clamped that bleeder.
So of course we must keep track of the heart rate.
Very good, doctor. You appear to have clamped the
So
bleeder.
now we use the cauterizer.
Good work, doctor. The bleeder has been successfully cauterized.
Right, stop those bleeders. Right, we've got an issue with the patient already.
An atropine injection will curb the bradycardia heart pattern the patient is experiencing.
Right, we need to inject some
You have injected atropine, doctor.
atropine. Good. Right, resume play. Right, have I done them all? I think so. think so. Right, we wipe away the excess blood. Good. Right, so now we remove the forceps.
Really, doctor?
So it's very
Must you
important
insist on
the
handling
heartbeat
patient
does
in
its
such a
thing.
fashion?
When it stops, yes, we've got a serious problem. So,
Looking good, doctor. You've got the skin layer retracted.
we go in a little bit deeper. So we do the same thing again. Top left, bottom right. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Accuracy is key here. So once again, we've got some more bleeders. So apply the
Looks good,
forceps
doctor. You've
to those
clamped that
bleeders
bleeder.
and stop them as quickly as possible. We don't want these getting out of control.
The bleeder is clamped.
Cauterizer. There.
Okay, doctor, you got that
There.
one.
Good.
That bleeder's
A few
cauterized.
more.
Looks good, doctor. You've clamped that bleeder.
Was it that one? And that one?
It would appear that you have successfully cauterized all known
Just to be
bleeders.
sure, we'll do a few more. So, wipe away the blood. Clear the area. Remove
Please
the
unhand the
forceps. We don't want to leave any instrument in this patient. Clean as we go, put things away as you go, and keep things nice and tidy. As snug as a bug in a rug, right?
Indeed, doctor.
Right, we go in.
Very good, doctor. You appear to have successfully retracted the subcutaneous fat layer.
Thank you. Right. Slightly different. Top left, bottom right. We shouldn't have any bleeders here. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Oblique muscle layer retracted.
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right, so for this layer, we have to go from the top right this time to the bottom left. Keep it as close as possible to those edges. Just don't go beyond the edges.
Yes, you've got it. You've managed to retract the
Right,
transversus
now we're getting
muscle.
somewhere. So for this one, we need a forceps. We need to do a small cut with the scalpel.
Okay,
small
doctor.
one,
You've
doesn't need
scraped the
much.
peritoneal fat.
And we apply the forceps to that area, because basically
Looks
we need
good,
to raise
doctor.
it.
The peritoneum is raised.
Cut it again.
All you have to do is nick it.
And now
You
we
appear
use
to have
scissors
successfully nicked the peritoneum, doctor.
to the bottom. Right. Yes. Okay. So now we remove the forceps. And we go in again.
Yes.
Quite a
you
lot
have
of layers here, as you can
successfully
see.
retracted the peritoneum,
So we're now
doctor.
at the sample stage. So we use our pot, tube, and we take a sample of those fluids.
A fluid sample has been taken.
So that should be plenty. That should be plenty. So take that to the lab.
I'll take that for you, doctor.
While we're here, we also need to suction out all this stuff, all this excess fluids. So we use the
An
suction.
atropine injection will curb the bradycardia heart pattern the patient is experiencing.
Atropine is what we need here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure you inject it into the right part, not direct into his intestine.
You have
Where I was making
injected
mistakes
atropine,
years
doctor.
ago. So we suction out all those excess fluids.
The intestinal fluid has been suctioned off.
Yes.
You may proceed.
Right. Gloves. We must have our gloves on. So we click there.
Cecum is out.
We're
Don't
gonna
forget to pack the cecum
get it
with
ready.
gauze,
Open the
or
right
else it
drawer,
might slip
Jamie.
back in.
Sorry, Dr. Morgan. So there.
Doctor,
Move.
you elevated more of the intestine. The appendix is out.
It is indeed. Right, so important that we put things in the right location. So we get a clamp and we clamp it here. It's got to be correct.
The appendix is clamped and raised.
Scalpel. We do a small cut here,
Very good, doctor. You've pierced the mesoappendix membrane.
which my assistant has kindly said. So put that down. We tie it off.
Doctor, you have tied off the mesoappendix artery.
Now we cut it here.
Mesoappendix severed and removed.
Okay, thank you. Right, now we need 2 clamps. These have got to be perfectly placed. One there.
That is the low clamp, doctor.
High clamp is in place now,
One
doctor.
there. Right, scalpel. A small cut here.
You got it, doctor. Way to go. You've severed and removed the appendix.
Thank you, David. Right, remove the clamps.
Doctor, you have
Right.
inverted the stump.
There is our stump. So
The Z-string suture is in place.
now that's the worst bit out of the way. So now we can
Very good,
push
Doctor.
it back in. So now it's a case of reversing the process.
You have successfully removed the gauze and returned the large intestine to the cavity.
So we're now going to stitch him up. Or stitch her up. I can't remember if it was a he or her now. I can't remember. Right, heart rate is okay. 117/80. So you don't have to go absolutely crazy.
You have unretracted the peritoneum. Doctor.
Of course, we don't want this patient to bleed to death. But as long as it's fairly good, then everyone is happy. Right, put that back.
How nice. Doctor,
go back one more
you've
layer.
retracted the
Repeat the process.
transversus muscle.
It's very easy to go a little bit overboard with the stitches. Blood is getting low, Jamie. Let's put some more blood in.
Very good.
Yes, we
the
don't want to run
oblique
out of
muscle
blood
layer
here.
has been unretracted.
Definitely don't want to run out of blood here.
Doctor,
Okay.
your blood transfusion has
Heart rate
been
is good.
successful.
117/80. Right, let's go. Another layer. So far, it's taken nearly 10 minutes. That's not too shabby. Making sure the heart rate is doing what it should.
You've released the retractors. The
Hang
subcutaneous
in there,
fat
we're
layer
nearly
is
done.
unretracted.
Okay.
The patient
Same
is
with liver, one of my
experiencing a
strong points.
PVC heart rhythm. I suggest an immediate
Right,
lidocaine
lidocaine.
injection.
That one.
You have
Thank
injected
you.
the
Thank you.
patient with
Thank you. Thank you.
lidocaine.
Thank you.
Doctor,
Dr. Shepherd. Right, so we should be pretty much there now.
Doctor, you have unretracted
Right,
the
so
skin
we put
layer.
that down. We use these ones now. Not quite a good that one, but there we go. We'll go with that. Space them out nicely. Don't rush it. Be accurate, right?
Indeed,
Yes.
Doctor.
Keep it nice and neat. Excellent. Right, turn off the gas.
The anaesthetic is off.
Anesthetic is
Doctor,
off.
Imagine my relief. The patient is still alive.
Excellent. Congratulations, you successfully performed an appendectomy. This is a major accomplishment. So far, so good. Right, let's carry on, shall we? We have a patient in room 1, the second room on your left. Right, let's have a look. Patient is a 41-year-old male. The patient was admitted complaining of pain and discomfort in the mid-abdominal region.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Pain in the bottom right region. Nowhere else. Everywhere else is fine. So, I am going to refer you and see where we go from there. Well done. The patient was suffering from kidney stones and your recommendation to refer the patient to a specialist was correct. Class is about to commence at med school. Probably means you should have had an x-ray. In your last case, your examination of the abdomen revealed that the patient was experiencing pain on both sides of the lower abdomen. Even though the appendix is on the right side, some appendicitis patients will experience pain on both sides. During examination, an x-ray is required in these cases. This includes class personnel. Thank you for attending. Right, x-ray was needed, no big deal. Patient in the third door on your left. Patient, 35-year-old female. Patient was admitted complaining of acute abdominal pain, generalized weakness and dizziness. Fine, okay. No problems there.
Ow. Ow.
Right, I feel a lump, doctor.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Okay, so we are going to give you an ultra scan on this one. Initial it, click outside the box. The Ultra Viewer 7000. Okay. Well, I think surgery is in order here. So we're going to operate, initial, and head to the operating theatre. They're waiting for you in the operating theatre, Doctor. Okay, life and death, operation number 2, aneurysm grafting. First thing we're going to do is turn on the gas.
The anaesthetic is on,
and of course, safety first, making sure your hands are clean
You have washed
and
your
wearing the
hands
correct
thoroughly.
gloves. Yes, absolutely. Got to do everything alright round here. And also, my 2 assistants are here once again, making sure I don't make any mistakes. Can't make mistakes in this situation. And while we're in this situation, we're going to drape the patient.
You have successfully draped the site, Doctor.
Right, we're not done yet. Of course, we need blood in the IV bottle. And of course,
Doctor,
we need to make
your
sure the
blood
patient
transfusion has been
antibiotics.
successful.
So I'm going to apply the antibiotics to the patient.
You have injected the patient with antibiotics.
Right,
Doctor,
now it's the boring part. We've got to try and clean the area. Like before, every area must be covered. So start at the top, go all the way to the bottom of the screen. Making sure all areas, all nooks and crannies are covered, because we don't want any infections. None whatsoever. Last one. And we're done. Well, we're not done, we're far from done, but that's the easy bit done. Now it gets more difficult. Right, we're going to use the scalpel. I'm going to cut from the top, keep it as close to the line as possible, don't go over the line, and if possible, keep it in a straight line, right over the belly button. It's a bit wavy, but it's in the square. Good. And yes, that will give us some more bleeders. Ready and waiting with the bleeders.
Very good. Doctor, you appear to have clamped the bleeder. The bleeder is clamped.
But yes, this is a
Looks
much
good.
more difficult
You appear to
operation,
have
but you can
clamped
only
that
attempt this
bleeder.
one once you've done the first one.
notice the
And that
EKG?
one took some
The
time.
patient is
Not just
suffering
today and
from
yesterday, but
APVC
also all the
heart
previous
failure.
times I've played it. Right, I see it. I see it also. Issues with the heart.
You have injected lidocaine, Doctor.
Good. We shall proceed. And as you can see, we've got some more additional tools this time. This is a ligator, an instrument used to bind or tie vessels that are deep or nearly inaccessible.
Okay,
Right
Doctor, you got that one. That bleeder's ligated.
That one's
The bleeder has been successfully ligated.
Do that one as well.
Looks good,
Bingo.
Doctor. You've clamped that bleeder.
Congratulations. You've ligated
them.
all the bleeders.
Tidy as you go. Keep things tidy around here. Keep things professional. And then wipe away the excess blood. Keep things nice and clean. Lovely jubbly. Right, we're going to use the retractor. An instrument for drawing aside the edges of the wound.
Looking
And we're
good,
basically
Doctor.
going to repeat the
You've got the
process.
skin layer retracted.
Scalpel, top of screen, in the square, straight line if possible. Still not fantastic. A lot of problems with
Drink,
mask.
doctor?
Sorry?
Would you like a tea or coffee, doctor?
Tea? I love a cup of tea, thank you. Yes.
Do you take sugar?
Sugar? No, 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 no. No sugar for me. Just milk, please.
Okay.
What about you? Do you want one?
I'm fine,
No?
thank you.
Tea? Coffee?
No, thank you. I'm good.
Just me, please. Thank you. Excellent. Yes,
The
after
bleeder
this,
is
I'm
clamped.
going to be needing a cup
Looks
of tea.
good, Doctor.
Sure.
You've clamped that bleeder.
Right, more bleeders.
Very good, Doctor.
Good.
You appear to have clamped the
Well, it's
bleeder.
not good, but we're dealing with them. So you know the drill. One.
Good work, Doctor.
What was that?
The bleeder has been
The sound we don't
successfully
want to hear,
ligated.
but the sound we do want to hear
Okay, Doctor,
is the heart
you
beating.
got that one. That bleeder's
It currently
ligated.
is.
It
117
would
over
appear
80.
that you have successfully ligated all known
Right, remove
bleeders.
those. Take your time, no rush. Wipe away the excess blood, keep it nice and neat. Well, as neat as it can be. The lines
Very
aren't
good,
exactly
Doctor.
straight.
You appear to have
Right,
successfully
this one
retracted
should
the
not provide us with
subcutaneous
any
fat layer.
bleeders. Just a cut from the top to the bottom. We've got to keep it quite close to these lines, otherwise we could have some problems later on. A bit better. Right.
Yes, you've got it.
we
You've
go.
managed to retract the linear alba.
Right, put that down. We had a cut at the top.
You
And
appear
now
to
we've got
have
to use the
successfully
forceps.
nicked the preperitonium, Doctor.
Raise it.
Peritoneum now
And
raised
then
for
use the
nicking.
scissors. all the way down to the bottom. Not too fast. Okay. Blood's okay, heart's okay. Remove the forceps.
Good. Doctor, the preperitoneum layer has been retracted.
Right, so now we open the drawer
Guts lifted.
and we apply this. This is basically a gut bag. A gut bag or intestinal bag is placed over the elevated guts to keep them from flopping back into the abdomen. Right
The
there.
gut bag has been applied to the intestines. They are secured.
Once again, a cut.
The patient is
I've just seen
experiencing
it.
bradycardia.
I've just seen it. Thank
Inject
you.
atropine fast.
What would I do without you guys?
Doctor, you have successfully injected your patient with atropine.
Right.
Doctor,
There.
you have scraped the peritoneal fat.
Good
Forceps.
job. It's nicked. Cut with the
Raise
scissors
it.
now.
Cut it. All the way down. Whew. Okay, remove that. That's good.
The aorta
deeper
has
in.
been retracted.
Good. The aorta has been retracted. Thank you. Right, now it gets quite difficult now. Now we need 4 clamps, and they all have to be in the right locations, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Doctor.
So the first one,
The mesenteric artery is clamped.
second one,
I don't think that's where the clamp goes.
Aorta is lifted.
goes
That clamp is now closing the left iliac.
There.
Doctor,
third one is here,
The right iliac has been clamped.
and the fourth one is here. This is the important one.
The aorta is clamped.
Good, thank you. Right, we also got to give this patient another injection. This is another new one.
The patient has been injected with heparin. I hope it stops the embolism.
Don't forget that. I think your patient will die if you don't apply that, I think. Right, so now we've got to use the scalpel and cut this bit off.
The mesenteric artery is
And this will
cut.
give us more bleeders. Yes, and I'm ready and waiting with these as well. So,
looks good.
Yeah.
Doctor, you've clamped that bleeder.
Congratulations, you've
Good.
ligated all the bleeders.
remove that. Clean it. Good. Right, now we've got to make a cut. Quite an important cut. Keep it basic. Don't go too long. And not too high, not too low. And try and keep this one straight. This one's got to be fairly straight. It's not a lot, but we'll go with that. That might be okay. Now we've got to try and open it up.
The aorta has been
Go out the
retracted
door.
cleanly, and the clot is exposed.
There we go.
Doctor, the
Thank you.
embolish has been removed from the
Remove the
aorta.
clot.
It can be repaired
And
now.
now we're going to use another item we've got in our possession. This tube, which is a Dacron graft. A smooth, pliable plastic tube that is placed within the aorta in order to stabilise the artery wall.
The Dacron graft has been
And it's got to
inserted
be
into the
in the right
aorta.
location. So we've got to tie it in, basically.
That suture was
It's got
right
some
on the
bleeders.
graft, Doctor.
I don't know
Doctor,
how many you
that
need,
suture was
just
well
enough to get it done. So, we've got a bleeder.
The bleeder is
right
clamped.
there. Cure that bleeder.
Congratulations. You've ligated all the bleeders.
Clean it. Remove it. And continue on where we left off. But yes, blood's getting low, Jamie. Blood's getting very low. Let's put some more blood in the IV
Doctor,
bottle.
your blood transfusion has been successful.
Looks like a premature
Yes,
ventricular
I see,
contraction.
I see.
Administer lidocaine promptly.
You have injected the patient with
Thank you,
lidocaine.
Gregory. You might
Doctor,
have just saved this patient's life.
no problem.
Okay, and my job.
We do one's best.
Where's my
Doctor,
tea?
Nearly ready.
Right, same again on the other side. One,
The suture has been
three.
placed on the graft.
that suture was right on the graft. Doctor,
Doctor, that suture was well placed.
2, 3. Don't quite know
Doctor,
how many you
that
need.
suture was well placed.
I do not want this patient to bleed to death.
The suture has been placed on the graft.
Okay, so now it's a case of connecting them all up.
You have closed the aorta graft. You have closed the left iliac end graft. You have closed the right iliac end graft.
Just to make sure.
That suture
A
was
few
right
more.
on the graft.
There you go.
Doctor, that
Yeah.
suture was well placed.
No rush, take your time.
That suture has been placed on the
There
graft.
as well.
Doctor, that suture was well placed.
Looks good. Good. Right. We're nearly done. But we've still got a few more crucial points. And I do not want this patient to bleed to death. I don't want any blood to leak through. So we're going to close it now.
You have released the
And now we've
retractors
basically
and
got
closed
to
the
try
aortic
and
incision. Doctor,
stitch this up.
Doctor, that suture was well placed. Hey Doc,
Keep it
that
nice and
suture
neat.
missed the graft.
There you go.
Take care.
Fantastic. Take care. Yes, I shall. I will. Now we can start removing the clamps. And hoping no blood is going to leak through. Whew. Okay. Remove
The rubber
those.
tubing around the aorta has been removed. The aorta is no longer mobilized.
Now we're going to start putting the finishing touches to it. So close it up.
The aorta has been unretracted. Doctor,
And we're going to stitch it up.
That suture was not on the wound. Doctor.
hey Doc, that suture missed the wound.
Too bad.
Take care.
Not too bad. Right, so we use the retractor.
Not possible. You can't do that. You
Oh,
should
hang on a minute.
remove
I've
any
forgotten something.
instruments first. Doctor.
That, of course.
Guts
Yes,
return
Jamie.
to
Yes, yes,
abdomen.
yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. Right. Use the retractor.
Preperitonium
Good. You won't need
unretracted.
that. Right, so, next bit. The lines are quite difficult to see.
Doctor, your suture was not on the wound.
Hey Doc. That suture missed the wound. Take care, Doctor.
And also, yesterday, I had a brief go at Life and Death 2. And I'm sure you're not surprised to hear that, yes, I did kill my first patient there as well. But yes, the brain is going to take some doing, isn't it? That's going to be a lot more difficult, of
That
course.
looks like a premature ventricular
Yes, lidocaine.
contraction.
Yes, 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 yes,
Administer
yes.
lidocaine
Just
promptly.
hang in there.
You have
hang
injected
in
the
there.
patient
We're
with
nearly
lidocaine,
done.
Doctor.
There's a drawer. Use the retractor.
Yes. You've released the
Go back one more.
retractors that were holding the
Repeat the
linear
process.
alba.
And this is where your
That
wavy
suture was not on the
lines
wound.
could be a problem. But if you keep it
Doctor.
nice and straight, there shouldn't be any problems.
Hey Doc. That
To lose a
suture missed
patient
the wound.
now would be
Take
devastating.
care.
So close to the end. Yeah, unfortunately, Life and Death 2 was not on the Amiga. Unfortunately.
You appear to
here we
have
go.
unretracted the subcutaneous fat layer.
That suture missed the
Ending is in my
wound.
sights.
Take care.
Doctor, your suture was not on the wound.
Blood is... yeah, okay. Blood's okay. Heart rate's okay.
That suture was not on the wound, Doctor.
There you go. Not spectacular, but it'll do.
Looking good.
Right, so now we
Doctor,
substitute these
You've got that
for these,
skin layer
like we did on the
unretracted.
first operation. Just keep a little bit of space in between. Right over the belly button. There you go. That's not too bad. I'm fairly happy with that. That's good. 14 minutes. So, now we can turn off the gas.
Anesthetic off.
I hope we don't
This
correct.
patient is waking up.
Looks good. Okay, now I have looked into this. I went online to find out if this was correct, but basically the Amiga version is known to be a little bit on the buggy side. Some versions are, some versions aren't. I don't think the Atari ST version is, and PC probably not, but I think the Amiga version is. Now, even though it looks like I failed, I think we've done it. But we're going to carry on anyway. So, report to medical school at once. Even though I know, we know, it was a success. Because basically, when you go to the classroom, considering just told me to go there, he's not there. So, as far as I'm concerned, that was a success. So 2 saved patients. So because it's now saying to me you have a patient in room 2, the third door on your left, that's telling me that it was a success. But due to the buggy version, yes. What I might do in the future is try other versions, other ROMs, maybe use original floppy disks and see if I can solve it. But yes, let's see what's wrong with you. Apologies about my attire here, I do apologise for that. The patient is a 65-year-old male. The patient is complaining of flu-like symptoms including nausea, generalised weakness and dizziness. Abdominal pain is also present. I want to see your pain. Show me the pain.
Ow.
Where is your pain?
Ow. 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 Ow.
And you're certainly not short on pain. So, you need some medicine. So we're going to medicate on that one. This is also something I've learned quite a lot over the course of playing this game, because before I had no idea what I was doing. I was getting problem after problem after telling off after telling off. But amazingly, you don't get sacked in this game, you just get told off. But every time you make a mistake, he'll tell you what you did wrong. So like I said earlier in this video, it's a good way of learning more and getting better at this game. The patient was suffering from arthritis and your recommendation of painkillers was correct. So he hasn't told me off. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still a success. Not a full success, because it's a buggy version, there's no ending at the end, you just carry on. Class is about to start at med school, they're waiting. So yes, your examination of the last patient revealed that there was no lump present in the mid-abdomen. An x-ray will determine whether or not arthritis is present. So it's not really much of a telling off, is it? There we go. I think we'll leave it as that. Okay, boys, more footage. Hope you enjoyed the video. A bit silly at times, wasn't it? But of course, that is life and death on the Amiga. And it's not technically a completion, but it's not too far off being a completion. But yeah, I truly believe, because I did look online, some people have said it's a bit buggy at the final stages of that operation. But anyway, this is Jamie Warner's Game. Please like and comment. Hope you catch the next one. See you next time. See you. Ciao, bye. See ya. So, we're going to use the scalpel, which is... Where'd that go? Don't bleed to death. Don't bleed to... Bled to death. Oh. Aha! Right, so we're going to inject some antibiotics. Yes. And lidocaine. Lidocaine. Right, so we've got to cut it there. No, we don't. That's the second one, Jamie. This one here. So, we need to... Gloves. No gloves. No gloves. No gloves. Gloves. Patient is dead, doctor. I think it's all over. It is now.